Alright, Splatoon 3 gave us a lot of brand new weapon models, so today we're going to be ranking all of them from best to worst. This isn't going to be just based off the improvements, because we're even going to be ranking models that aren't changed, so let's get started. What do we want to begin with? I like Rapid's new look. I think it's good. I like the little bit of changes to it. It just kind of looks nice. And I think Rapid Pro's also looks good. It's a bit more awkward looking, I guess. But the size does stand out and it's more visually distinct from the normal Rapid, which is what you want. And I like the yellow on it. The yellow and red actually really go well together. And I normally don't really like that color. Clash looks the same. I still think it's one of the better designs in the game. I just love that it's literally a bunch of crayons around it. Like, to me, that's really cool. I enjoy this design a lot. Range looks fantastic now. I love the little cone on the top of it, or it's not even a cone, but I don't know what to call this thing, and the bit that comes out on the bottom. It looks so good in-game, too. The weapon's just massive now. I think the size increase is amazing, and it just looks absolutely perfect. Blaster, I think, just looks significantly worse, and I think it's just kind of okay. I don't know, nothing about this really looks amazing to me, and anything I could compliment is just on-range Blaster, where it also looks better, which is hilarious, because in the previous game it was the opposite. Luna's is really good. It didn't change that much, but the little bit of, like, transparency at the top is cool, how it kind of reflects and stuff, so I like that. Inkbrush still just looks amazing. I think the animations do a lot for this weapon and just how it bobs up and down, especially. Like, Brush kind of has jiggle physics in this game, so that's cool. I'd say Octobrush looks just about as good as Inkbrush. I don't think there's much of a difference between the two. GooTuber does look like a hose, but I also think it looks ugly. If this wasn't based off, like, an actual object and fit that pretty well, then it'd probably be pretty low. Bamboo is a top tier design. I love it. It just looks good. You can't argue with me. I'm not going to have bamboos or propaganda come after anyone here. It's the best. It's awesome. I really like E-Liter's look in this game. At first, I didn't really know if I liked them just reusing the E-Liter 4K's model from Splatoon 2, but now that they've changed the colors to not be ugly and be the classic Splatoon 1 colors, it literally just feels like the best of both worlds. Like, the model actually looks so much better when it's given a good color scheme, and I think the blue and black on this thing are just absolutely perfect. Chargers I've come around to a little bit. I like the purple and yellow on it as well and think it goes well together, and it looks pretty slim and compact, which I think is cool. I guess I'll put the scopes on the tier list, because, I mean, I don't really care. Dually sculptures are still one of the best designs, but I think I'll put it down here. It's not as special as some of the new ones we got. I really like just how they're split and they come together when you do a dodge roll to be the dual sculpture from Splatoon. I like how they come together from a dodge roll to be the dual sculpture from Splatoon 1. It's really cool, and I'm a fan of it. Glugas are... Oh, wait, I skipped Squiffer. I totally didn't forget about Squiffer. It got a new model, which actually in-game doesn't really look as different as I thought, but it's definitely an upgrade. I like the little bit of tape they use on the back just to hold it together. That kind of detail is really cool to me. Gluga is a glue gun, and that automatically gives it points. Its design isn't perfect to me, and I think some of its alternate kits actually look better, like the Kenta one. And I hope we get more, like, good Gluga skins with its kits in future. Like, I hope the deco, instead of just being yellow, is, like, one of each color or something cool like that. There's a lot you can do with it. Dualies are a classic look, but I think they're honestly just okay. Nothing about these colors really stand out to me. I get they're the Splatoon 2 colors, I know why it looks like it, but I don't really feel anything when I see this weapon. Same for Dapples, but they get bonus points because they literally have toothbrushes on them, and that to me is really cool. I love how Tetras look. I didn't think they needed much changes. It's just cool. I don't know, something about them works. I can't really describe their design, but I like it. Carbon gets points purely because making it yellow to reference the fact that the hero mode roller looks similar to roller and people confused, like, it being yellow because Hero Roller got commonly confused with Carbon in Splatoon 2 is funny, so I like that. It feels like a natural color for it to change to, and it's a good reference. Roller's model is okay. It's grown on me a little bit, but it's nothing I'd consider that special. Dynamo looks amazing now. I love the little side of it with all the bolts on it. It looks so much better. And it feels way heavier and larger too. And I always like the kind of big weapons are really big kind of trend. Flingza looks fine. Actually, I'll put Flingza up because its model changes when you change your attacks. So that kind of visual detail is really cool. I like that little shift there, and it fits really well with the weapon. What can I say about this one? It's a damn windshield wiper. It looks amazing. Like, how do they make a windshield wiper look so good? And then the stamper, everyone confused for a chainsaw, and it's not. It's like a letter stamper or something. But it looks amazing, too. I think the Splatanas are some of the best looking weapons in the game. I absolutely love what they did with their designs. Undercover exists. It's fine. I don't really have any strong feelings toward it. Like I do with Brella. Holy Brella, man. I love the color changing. The new model looks so good, but like its swapping between is awesome. I like that both it and if Sorella is similar will both be color changers. That's amazing. I really hope more weapons are color changing than they add in the future. Tent's a bit bigger, but it doesn't look that different. Still obviously an amazing design. The Brellas just fit super well in the Splatoon world, and I like it. Aerospray's design is pretty iconic, but honestly, I kind of don't like it. I don't know, man. It just kind of feels okay. To me, I've always seen Aerospray as, like, the special weapon of the spray shooters, like, the more unique one, because in Splatoon 1, this was your single-player unlockable weapon. And I don't know, both in-game and model-wise, it just doesn't really look as special as it feels. It has the quality, it's like the fastest fire rate in the game, and only 5-shot is cool. But I really wish they would do more with this weapon still, and that kind of carries over the model for me. Pro got some improvements to its model, just small ones compared to 2, but I like it. I think it looks pretty good. Junior being transparent is awesome. I love that you can actually see through the weapon fully. It's so cool. I really like that design detail. It's probably a pain in the ass to draw, but, you know, it looks nice. So I think it's worth it. Squeezer being a fucking wine bottle is just awesome. I love it. It's super cool, and it's just amazing, honestly. This is weapon models. We are not ranking this based on how good they are. This will be a very different list. Hot take, I don't think 52 looks good either. I think it's at least less ugly than K-Gal. I'm sorry, I hated K-Gal's look. I did not like it at all, outside of the little red bit on it, but I don't really like how 52 looks. 96 I don't like either, but it grew on me and they made it more visually distinct, so it'll be okay. But honestly, I'm not a fan of the gal design. It really doesn't work too much to me. Jet Scorcher looks fine. I don't really have any strong feelings toward this weapon model one way or the other. It's just pretty standard to me, but Squelcher is just a similar thing, but way cooler and in a better color. I still think Splattershot looks absolutely terrible. It's just like a hot dog kind of design with the yellow and purple. I don't really like it. It's not enough for me to call it bad, but I don't know. This weapon just doesn't really look great to me. Splash looks amazing, and they gave it like some minor smoke steam effect or something when you're firing. That's amazing. I love that. Zap is just a classic. It's literally a real life thing, which is amazing. Super Scope in the game when Nintendo, you gotta be adding a new charger. We're definitely getting Super Scope as DLC. Come on. But anyway, I love the Zap. I think its new sounds are amazing, and its model just really stands out to me. I just like the whole real life things turned into in-game weapons. I hope we get more of those, like the real life Nintendo products. Obviously, most of these are based off actual real life things. Sploosh is like an ugly splash, so I guess I'll just put it here. I love what they did with H3. The whole hose thing sticks out way more, and the whole, like, changing thing on the top of it, like, where you can switch between the modes being shown on it is really cool. I love how H3 looks. It's so cool. L3 is just a weaker looking H3. I think this one at least looks pretty good, though, overall. Blob is a bathtub, and that to me just gets bonus points. I can fight someone with a bathtub that lobs blobs out of it. Like, that's just cool. The Minecraft bucket is honestly pretty good. I like its model. I like what it's based off of, and I think it looks cool. I thought it would look really weird and blocky in-game, and it still kind of does, but it's cool. I don't mind it. I hope the normal try is a weapon skin, though. Like the one we had before would be really good for, like, an alternate kit, in my opinion. It would be cool just to have that kind of similar model on both ends. Machine's a color changer now, so that's going to give it points, and it's a literal washing machine. In fact, you know what? That goes up there. Machine's model is really good in this game. I love the changes to it, and it's awesome. Slosher is a bucket that's the color purple. I like purple. That can go up there as well. Explo. I thought this weapon really needed changes to the sides of it a little bit and the top, and they did that. I think it looks fantastic. The gold plating on the top of it is amazing, and it is one of the best effects in the game with the steam. Ballpoint is the best weapon in the game in terms of looks and sounds combined. It shifts a little bit between the long and short range modes on the bottom of it, which is cool. The sounds are fantastic, and the whole look is just amazing, matching a literal ballpoint pen. I love it. Hydra at first I really liked, but now when you play it and you're holding the weapon, you don't see any of the red, and it's just gray. And something about that gray sticking out just doesn't look good to me in a game like Splatoon with so much color. So I kind of wish they would add more red to the back of it, and then it would totally go up one. But I still think the new size change looks awesome, and I love how it looks proportions-wise, just not color. Not looks fine. It's not really that different. Don't have too much to say about it. I like the little circle on it. I don't know. It looks fine. I get they wanted to make Mini look like the Splatoon 3 colors, but honestly, I kind of like the Splatoon 2 Mini color scheme way more. The weapon still looks pretty good, so I think I'll put it up here for now, but to me it's better in the previous game, and the whole little ink tank thing that they put on the roller and the splatter shot just doesn't look that good to me. Heavy actually looks really good. When I first saw it, I thought it was, okay, this looks weird, but now that we've seen it in-game and how the barrel functions on the Inkling itself, it looks awesome. I love it. I think the new Heavy design is amazing, so I'm really happy with it. Tri-Stringer looks pretty good. I don't think it's as fantastic as the Splatanas, but I really like how they look overall. I think it's a cool bow design. This one's based off a fishing bow, so I think that works pretty well. And the reflex is also fine. This one almost went higher. I really like how it looks. I forget what it's based off of, but I did see it at one point. It's pretty similar, so I think it's cool, and it just kind of looks nice. Alright though, that's my tier list of all the weapon models in Splatoon 3. We've gone over all the redesigns, and that's how I think they stack up. If you disagree with me, your opinion is wrong, and you should change it. Alright, bye!